One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Houston Cougars offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense in press coverage. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parachek. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, for these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiggins. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a
touchdown, Cougar! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Young. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
Tight end now in motion. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And
Turning it on! Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Another incompletion on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got fourth and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Unloads to the right. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Knox. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right back to the well. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Hampton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the try is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Parachek. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Wiggins. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
Touchdown, Houston! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They find themselves trailing by a... And then a chance on this drive to even the score. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in an empty set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parachek. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Cougars. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the catch. It's Hampton. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 30. They go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Duffy. Pressure coming. And his 1st throw here is incomplete.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Wide open downfield. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Morris. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking for the score. Makes the catch and gets the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
Man, the old battle for the bones today. Memphis and UAB, a trophy that makes you hungry just looking at it. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's a heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Duffy. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And it's in for a touchdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down and brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Duffy. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Houston will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Duffy. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Young. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Houston. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Baxter. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. Touchdown.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Wilkerson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Slips away, and he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it past the marker. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking for a man. It's Duffy. Makes the grab. It's Hampton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion sets him up on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. Looking to throw on third. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw, it's Duffy. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And man, just a soul crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. They'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Duffy. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because
he got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What